name is Kara.
Okay, so for enchiladas, we're gonna be using chicken. These little baby corn tortillas, but you can use any kind of tortilla that you want. We got Colby Jack and Monterey Jack cheese, an onion, and a bell pepper, which is really high in vitamin C. Enchilada sauce, of course, black beans, which are good protein and fiber, and then taco seasoning and extra virgin olive oil to coat the chicken in. Okay, so we've already put the oven at 375, and then I'm just gonna coat these babies in olive oil. So I've poured olive oil on the chicken, and so now all you have to do is just coat it really nice and good for each one. And then we're gonna season it.
And so next we are going to season our chicken. And here we're going to use taco seasoning, but if you don't have taco seasoning, you can always just use salt and pepper. So we're just going to sprinkle some of it on here. And then we're just going to rub it in. And now that our chicken is seasoned, we're going to stick it in the oven for about 30 minutes until the internal temperature is about 165 degrees.
Now it is time to chop our vegetables. We're going to start off with the bell pepper. Make sure you wash your produce whenever you go home from the grocery store. And for our chicken enchilada recipe today, we are cutting the bell pepper into small slices. Next, we're going to be cutting our onion. Make sure you peel all of the layers off before you begin to cut it. And today we will only be using half of our onions. We are going to stick the other half in the fridge to save for another day. And while you're cutting your onion, you are going to want to dice it up really nice so it goes in the enchilada well. And for a fun fact about the two vegetables that we have in our enchiladas today, these are both very high in vitamin C, which is very beneficial in your diet. So next we're going to open up our can of beans and rinse them off to get all of the excess sodium off of them. And then, there we go. Rinsing our beans.
And next we're going to open up our can of sauce. And then we'll just set that to the side for now.
Okay, so now that our chicken's done cooking, we're gonna shred it up for it to go into the enchiladas. Depending on the way you cook the chicken, you don't have to shred it. I'm more of just cutting it into strips now because we didn't use the Instant Pot tonight, but.
we're going to saute our vegetables. I'm going to mix them here in this pan. And add a little bit of olive oil before putting it on the stove. And now I am sauteing these veggies to get them ready to be put in the enchiladas. You want to saute them so they're nice and crispy. And now that our vegetables are done sauteing, it is time to assemble our chicken enchilada.
And so next we're going to assemble our enchiladas. So we're going to start by taking our tortilla, and then we're just going to put a little bit of each ingredient in it. So we'll start with some enchilada sauce. You just kind of use a spoonful, just enough to lightly coat the inside. Just spoon that around. And then we'll put a little bit of chicken in it. Some black beans. Some of our pepper and onion mixture that Jacqueline just sauteed up for us. And a little bit of cheese. And then you just roll it up. And then we're gonna do all of the enchiladas like that and then line them up on the whole pan. Okay, so next we are gonna cover our enchiladas with the sauce. And also another tidbit, we did ours in a sheet pan, but you can also put them in like a baking dish and kind of do it as a casserole. So we'll cover them with the sauce. Now that they are covered in sauce, we are going to top them with cheese before we put them in the oven. And another little fact is that cheese is a good source of calcium.
So I just cut up this avocado. You don't have to add avocado to your enchilada, but it's totally optional, but it's just a good source of a healthy fat and really tasty.
And now we are putting the enchiladas in the oven at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes or until your cheese has melted. Wait 10 minutes, then it's time to enjoy.
Okay, so I just checked and our cheese is melted, and so I'm gonna take our enchiladas out of the oven now. We'll just set them on these hot pads.
Let's see how it tastes.
Delicious.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you later.